Today we're going to be building a desk, a plywood live edge desk. So I've got quite a good plan of what I'm going to do about this, so hopefully it should go a bit smoother today. So let's go have a look. I'm going to cut off 5cm strips off of here, and then they're all going to be put up onto their end and all glued together to make an end grain desk. So the first cut, let's go. That took so long to break this down, but now I have 5cm strips of plywood. I'm going to lay them out. I haven't got my clamps yet and I haven't got the glue, but at least I can lay them out, get an idea. I might need to cut some more. So this here is one 8-foot by 4-foot sheet, 18mm plywood. So that is all done. I am now missing this little bit, so I'm going to cut some more. I need 5 more strips, and then it's down to gluing up. I have now got the desk completely cut out to rough size. Everything's pretty much sorted. Just need to wait for clamps and glue, as these are the only long clamps that I have, and I don't think 3 is going to cut it. I'm about to do some of the glue up on the desk. It's got a bit of sharp corners on the edges here, so I'm just going to run it through a little bit of sandpaper, take off those sharp corners, just so it glues up alright. And then, this is pretty much all the clamps I've got. I've got a few sash clamps as well. So this is about as much as I can glue up at one time. I'm using Type Bond 3 for this. So there we go, that's all glued up. Just need to give that a clamp now. There we go, that's all clamped up now. I can only really do it in layers of 4, and I've got about 41 layers to do. So this is going to be a very slow process. I might need to get some more clamps. So I'm here in the workshop building a very labour intensive desk for Ryan Yates. Now it will only be a Ryan Yates sort of project if we did the Ryan Yates pour. I don't know if I can do this with glue, but we're gonna have a go. Whoa, no, that did not go to plan. We'll try again. I got this, I got this. Hey, come on. There we go. I'm happy with that one. So I'm losing track here of what's going on because this is taking so long. Most of my projects only take about a day, 2 max. But I've now started gluing these bigger chunks into bigger chunks. There's now 3 of these here, because that is about as much as I can put through my jointer. And this is literally all the big clamps that I have. So when we go to completely clamp this up as one whole thing, well, I can't use this one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this one. So it might leave me with 4 clamps, which is going to be sketchy and scary. But we'll get there, we'll get there. Right, it's a brand new day. Let's start unclamping this. It's not a bad job. I can take a lot of these little high spots out with the planer. Take the glue off with the hand planer. Otherwise it's not too bad. This is labelled as the top, so I like that. Next one. So I've got to make sure these are oriented the right way. So you've got a long piece at the bottom with a small piece, long piece at the bottom with a small piece, long piece at the bottom with a small piece. That way it's all going to match later on. The amount of money I spent on glue during this project, it is unreal. Like, this glue is not cheap. It's insane. We now have the plywood glued up into these slats. Now, it's not looking great so far, so I'm really hoping, well, I'm hoping it's going to turn out a lot better once it's sanded. I'm going to run these through the planer. I want to try and avoid taking off too much material because these are starting to get a bit thin for my liking. I was originally started with 5 centimeters, and I kind of wanted to get to about 4.5. And I'm at about 4.5 now. So, we're getting there. Whoa, right, I've got some marks on my face from that mask. But now these are all planed up to the right slight dimension. What size did we get to in the end? I don't know, because I don't have my tape measure. We use a ruler. So we got to about 44 mil. So it's not too bad. This is probably going to be like a 3-part video. Making it, then doing the secret special inlay that I have planned, and then the legs. The legs I don't know what I'm doing with yet, so that's going to be an interesting one. So, more gluing. Yay. So here we are, the final glue up. I don't have all the clamps that I would love, but we should be able to get this done. Might need to go get a ratchet strap to get that extra little bit of tension. I'm on kid watch at the moment. It's a bit of noise going on in the background, but we should be good. So let's glue these ones up. So it's now out of the clamps. Took it out and I did a little bit of planing. So we're sort of at this stage now. I'm pretty happy with it. It's getting there. There's still quite a bit of glue on here, so it needs quite a bit of sanding. It's getting quite late now, and there's a couple of burns from the blades of the planer. So that needs taking off. I've still got decent thickness here. It weighs a ton. This is a lot heavier than I expected it to be, although most projects are pretty heavy that I do. I'm probably going to go over it quickly with a 60 grit paper, fill in some of these little holes, leave it overnight to dry, and then come back at it tomorrow and really sand. Like, it'll be a full day of sanding. It's now sanded down to about 60 grit at the moment. I've filled in the holes with some natural wood sealer at the moment. Let us commence the long sanding session.